are in Germany.
We are very shortly going to be starting to catch a view of the Rhine River. It will be starting to appear on your right-hand side. It will be starting to appear on your right-hand side. And the Rhine River is one of the most important rivers in Europe, certainly in Germany. It's got a length of 1,320 kilometres. It begins live actually down in Switzerland in an area called the St. Gotthard Massif, and it travels through 4 countries as it makes its way up through the Netherlands and finally ends life in the North Sea there. So it's a very important trading highway, you could almost say, because it goes all the way up near the port of Rotterdam, which is definitely the biggest port in Europe, possibly the biggest port in the world, and ships from all over the world come in bringing goods which need to be traded down the river, and likewise things get picked up on the way back up to be taken and put on these boats and then traded all over the world. So it's really a super trading highway, and it's also dotted by lots of fairy tale little castles along the way. You may have already noticed 1 or 2 on both sides of the valley that we're travelling through. In the old days, people used to build on top of these little hills because they were strategically important points from which they could watch any enemies approaching, that sort of thing. So a lot of them were sort of fortresses. Many of them, though, were built as sort of grand family homes as well to show the wealth of the people living around here. These days, most of the ones that are still in good repair are in use as restaurants or hotels, and that's how they managed to stay in such good condition. But they really do dot the river and the hills around it on either side, and it makes for a very, very picturesque part of Germany. So now you can see the Rhine River. There it is, one of the largest rivers in Europe, and what you'll notice is the boats that fly the river. The trading boats, the kind of cargo ships, if you will, they're very long and flat boats, very unusual design, and they go up and down. They will be registered in any of the 4 countries that the river passes through, and they're trading just about anything you could imagine. Coal, hydrocarbons, sometimes it just looks like they've got a bit of scrap metal on them, just about anything you could imagine going up and down the river there. Some parts of the Rhine River are very treacherous. This is a nice, wide, easy to navigate section, but some bits are much more narrow, harder to navigate, and they actually have to call in pilot ships in those cases. And you might also notice some signs up along the river. They kind of look like tic-tac-toe symbols, and these will actually be traffic lights for the boats, telling them it's safe to go or not to go, that sort of thing. There are lots of cruise ships, of course, that also go up and down here, and we'll be going on one of those pleasure craft this afternoon. So when you're on board the boat on the river itself, you'll get a much closer look at the boats that go up and down it, and also at the scenery along either side. We'll be heading towards St. Goar, and St. Goar is most famous as the home of Lorelei. Now, Lorelei is actually a rock, but it was immortalised in the figure of a young woman. So it was said that young Lorelei would sing beautiful tunes and she would lure sailors to their death. So actually Lorelei was a heartless wench, not a very nice girl at all, but she is immortalised, and you'll see her on fridge magnets and so on. And when we're on the boat, we'll go very close to the statue of Lorelei that they've erected as well, so you can keep an eye out for that one. You can be inside or outside on the boat, and they do have a bar and small snack shop on board as well, so if you wish to purchase anything from there, you can do so also. Once we get off the boat, we will be in the town of St. Goar, so as soon as we get off the boat, we will be going to learn about beer steins, and then after we've done the beer stein thing, we'll be checking into the hotel. So you do not need to bring all your stuff with you onto the boat today. You just need to bring yourself, jackets, cameras, just that sort of stuff for the boat ride itself, wallets as well. Once we arrive in St. Goar, as I said, we go straight to the beer stein demo, beer stein shop. You can buy Birkenstocks, all those sorts of things. Once we're done with that, we're going to check into the hotel, so you can jump on and get your overnight bag, and then we will leave you a little bit of time to freshen up. Dinner in the hotel tonight is going to be at 6 o'clock, and then after dinner we'll be meeting in the bar area to go off and do our wine tasting. So we'll probably depart for wine tasting at 7 o'clock from the bar tonight. Just need to double check that time. And then tomorrow morning, breakfast is at 7, and we're departing at 7:30. You've only got your overnight bag, so it's pretty easy to get checked out of the rooms there. And of course, as I mentioned, there is a bar in the hotel tonight as well. So that's all we need to know for tonight. We're not too far away from where we're going to be joining our cruise, so you might want to start getting your stuff ready for that. But just one more time, what are we doing this afternoon? Boat, first of all. On board the boat, lots of nice scenery, photo opportunities, inside or out. You can sit, you can have a beer, you can have a glass of water, anything you you'd like on board. There's bathrooms on there as well. Please use the bathroom before you get off the boat, because once we get off in St. Goa, we're going to go straight and learn about beer steins. Once we're done with the beer steins and a little bit of shopping in the village of St. Goa, you will be checking into the hotel. Dinner at 6 o'clock in the hotel, followed by wine tasting this evening, departing from the hotel on foot at 7 o'clock. And it gets a bit chilly down in that wine cellar, so make sure you bring your jackets along to that one tonight as well. And then there's a bar in the hotel if you'd like to have a few quiet ales tonight. And then tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock breakfast, 7:30 departure. So just start getting your stuff together so that when we pull up, we can jump off the boat. We'll have a little bit of time for a look around the little town of Ballpard as well. And our boat this afternoon is departing at 3 o'clock to take us down to St. Goa.